They don't always look toxic. They don't always act cruel. In fact, the most dangerous narcissists are often the most charming people you know. They'll make you doubt your memory, your emotions, even your worth, while smiling the entire time. By the end of this video, you won't just know how to spot a narcissist. You'll realize how many you've already met and how close some of them really are. Stay sharp. This knowledge protects you. Number 1, they need constant validation, but pretend they don't. A narcissist survives on validation the way lungs need oxygen. Compliments, admiration, attention, praise. These aren't nice extras to them, they are necessities. What makes this dangerous is that they rarely ask for validation directly. Instead, they fish for it subtly, exaggerating achievements, steering conversations back to themselves, or positioning themselves as the smartest, strongest, or most misunderstood person in the room. When validation flows, they appear confident, charming, even magnetic. But the moment it slows, or worse, shifts to someone else, their mood changes. You may notice irritation, sarcasm, withdrawal, or sudden competitiveness. This reaction reveals the truth. Their self-esteem is fragile, not solid. They don't feel valuable unless others reflect value back to them. Over time, you'll feel emotionally taxed, like you're constantly feeding their ego while your own needs go unnoticed. Conversations become one-sided. Your achievements are minimized, ignored, or subtly reframed to keep them superior. If you stop applauding, they stop caring. A key sign: they remember every compliment you give, but forget every time they fail to support you. That imbalance is not accidental. It's the narcissistic hunger for external validation, disguised as confidence. Number 2, they lack genuine empathy, but imitate it well. Narcissists are not always cold or cruel on the surface. In fact, many appear emotionally intelligent at first. They know the language of empathy. They know what to say. What they lack is emotional depth and consistency. When you're vulnerable, a narcissist may initially respond with interest, but only if it benefits their image or control. Over time, patterns emerge. Your pain becomes an inconvenience. Your emotions are dismissed, rushed, compared, or subtly blamed on you. If your struggle requires sustained care without spotlighting them, their attention fades. True empathy means staying present even when there's nothing to gain. Narcissists struggle with this. They may become irritated when you express sadness, anger, or needs. You'll hear phrases like, "These responses aren't misunderstandings, they are defenses." Your emotions threaten their self-focus. Eventually, you learn to shrink your feelings to maintain peace. That emotional silencing is one of the clearest signs you're dealing with narcissism. Number 3, they turn everything into a power dynamic. With a narcissist, nothing is neutral. Conversations, favors, apologies, even affection, are subtly measured in terms of control. Who has the upper hand? Who owes whom? Who looks better? They often give help, but later remind you of it. They apologize, but in a way that shifts blame. They compliment, but with a hidden comparison. Over time, you feel like you're always slightly beneath them, slightly indebted, slightly proving yourself. Disagreements are especially revealing. A narcissist doesn't argue to understand, they argue to win. They may interrupt, gaslight, change facts, or attack your character instead of addressing the issue. The goal is dominance, not resolution. Healthy relationships feel equal. Narcissistic ones feel like a hierarchy where they must stay on top. If you sense constant competition, emotional one-upmanship, or subtle intimidation, you're likely dealing with someone who sees relationships as power games, not connections. Number 4, they can't handle criticism, even gentle ones. One of the fastest ways to expose a narcissist is through mild, respectful criticism, not insults, not attacks, just honest feedback. Their reaction will tell you everything. Instead of reflecting, they become defensive. Instead of listening, they justify. Instead of accountability, they counter-accuse. What could have been a calm discussion suddenly turns tense, emotional, or hostile. Some narcissists explode: anger, shouting, blame. Others withdraw: silent treatment, coldness, emotional punishment. Both responses serve the same purpose: to avoid shame and regain control. To them, criticism isn't information, it's a threat. It cracks the carefully built image of superiority. That's why they often rewrite events, deny facts, or claim you misunderstood them. Over time, you stop giving feedback just to avoid conflict. When someone reacts to feedback as if it's an attack on their existence, you're not dealing with confidence. You're dealing with narcissistic fragility. Number 5, they idealize you, then slowly devalue you. Narcissists often start relationships intensely. You feel seen, admired, even special. They mirror your interests, praise your qualities, and make you feel chosen. This phase is called idealization, and it's intoxicating. But it doesn't last. Once attachment forms, the tone shifts. Compliments fade. Criticism appears. Small flaws are magnified. The warmth you once received becomes conditional. You find yourself trying to earn back the version of them you first met. This cycle is not accidental. The initial admiration feeds their ego. The later devaluation restores their sense of superiority. By lowering you, they feel higher. The most painful part? They may occasionally return to being kind, just enough to keep you hooked. This emotional push and pull creates confusion, self-doubt, and dependency. If someone makes you feel amazing at first, then slowly makes you feel inadequate while blaming you for it, that's a major narcissistic red flag. Number 6, they never truly take responsibility. A narcissist may say the words, "I'm sorry," but real accountability is rare. Their apologies are often conditional, strategic, or vague. Notice the pattern. Blame is redirected. Context is twisted. Responsibility is diluted. When conflicts happen, they position themselves as the misunderstood victim or the rational one dealing with your flaws. Over time, you may start questioning your own perception, wondering if you're overreacting or remembering things wrong. This refusal to take responsibility protects their ego, but damages everyone else. Growth requires humility. Narcissism avoids it at all costs. If someone consistently escapes accountability while making you carry emotional weight that isn't yours, you're seeing narcissism in action. Once you see narcissism clearly, you can't unsee it. The confusion fades, the self-doubt dissolves, and suddenly their power over you disappears. Remember, narcissists don't change when you explain. They change only when they lose access. Protect your energy. Trust patterns, not apologies. And never confuse charm with character. If this video opened your eyes, stay with this channel. Because awareness isn't just knowledge, it's freedom.